Gina. Sorry, I got this up and running, and then I had to go kick my child off the internet, so we didn't have a repeat of the other night. Let me know if you guys can hear me. We're using the other camera tonight again. Hopefully this works because it is a much, much better camera. And hopefully we have sound. I know it works fine when I'm recording, but hello, Melissa. Awesome. Okay. Good. I'm glad. So it's Tuesday. Tuesday is the day I get nothing done around here because we have swim lessons. So, yeah, it's fun. My husband, for some reason, is playing softball, so he can't take Nick. So I get nothing done down here on Tuesdays. But I did get my room cleaned up after the disaster of me going through everything from the retreat over the weekend. They are having another one, July 2026. Registration opens, I believe, September 1st for Paper Wizard, Rocky Mountain Scrapbook Spectacular. Doodlebug will be teaching again. Echo Park, Simple Stories, I believe, is teaching again. I don't know who else for sure, but I know they had confirmations from Doodlebug and Echo Park for sure. But it was amazing. So let's open the new Doodlebug. So it came today, and as dumb as it is, I bought some of it over the weekend because this is what I do. I must hoard the Doodlebug. Yes, it's in Utah. It's about 45 minutes, maybe not 45, 30 minutes south of Salt Lake in Provo, Utah. They had 240 people there over the weekend, and it was so well run. It was so, we got tons of projects. If you like layouts, this is your thing. I like putting them together. I rarely get pictures on them. I struggle with designing them myself. So if I can do one that somebody else has designed for me, I am all in. But yeah, so let's get into this. But before I start pulling that stuff out, I do want to show you guys how I organize my Doodlebug as I'm working with it. Okay. These are puzzle trays from Amazon. Why is it doing that on the focus? Probably because I'm moving my hands. These are puzzle trays from Amazon. I can drop a link down in the description once the video is over. I don't have it pulled up right now. Thank you, Gina. But what I do is I label them. So I have my odds and ends, my chit-chat, and my bits and pieces sorted out. Those are the 4 most important ones to kind of sort and keep organized. So if you're newer to working with Doodlebug and you're not quite sure to do with the million pieces of ephemera that are available, this is how I kind of organize and corral all of that. Then again, because I'm on the Doodlebug design team and I get all of the other pieces and parts, I have the rest of my trays labeled for the stamp and dies sets, the card bases and the 6x6, which is now 6x8 pad, Doodle Pops and shape sprinkles, and then the mini icons and the Puffy icons. So as we go through this today, I am going to kind of fill up my trays so that I don't end up at that point when I finish this where it's scattered everywhere. I do this for each collection because typically, like I said, because I'm on the design team, we have a schedule that we post on. So mine is typically every other Friday, except this week, which normally would have been my week. They're doing a preview to give the design team time to get their boxes. My first project with Summer Fun will be next Friday, July 25th. So I've got to get working on that. But no, I don't typically mix the collections. You absolutely can. And then once I get these sorted, once I'm finished working with them, I do package them back up, and any leftovers and whatnot, package them back up. So these, like I said, they're empty right now. That's the brand on Amazon, by the way. They're empty right now because, it's a new collection. I'm just getting to it. But once I'm done working with it, then I package it all back up, and then I have them ready to go for the next collection as I get them and work with them and whatnot. And the reason I've done this is because of the amount of ephemera and things that Doodlebug typically has. Okay, so we're going to kind of organize my stuff as we unbox it, because I literally have to start working on design team projects like now. All right. So since this is the first little tray I got going here, of course, we have our card and envelope assortment. So this one has a couple of the fancier envelopes. We've got 2 square cards and then 2 just normal envelopes, but there are nice bright colors, white card bases, which is new. Typically the card bases have been colored or shaped or whatnot as well. So this is something new. I can get these out of the package. So yeah, we've got just, normal white card bases, which is absolutely fine. I love the colored envelopes, and I love like when we have, the little square cards like this. So we've got 2 different square cards. We've got some normal A2, and then we've got a mini slimline, and then a bigger, I actually don't know other than A2 what you call the next size up. I've never thought about it before. Okay. So we always get these in the design team package. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes they go in my stash and I use them on other things later on down the line, but that's to be expected. Okay, let's take a look at the stamps and dies, because they are next in my box here. So first up is the new Doodle stamp set. This is called Flamazing. So we've got 3 different little flamingos on here, a couple of palm trees, some leaves, some flowers, heart, little sunshine, and then hello, happy birthday, and you're flamazing, and let's flamingle for the sentiments on here. And then, of course, there are coordinating dies for the bigger elements, and then it looks like a little bonus like wave die on here. So that is going to be a fun one. I do use those sometimes. Half the time I mostly just kind of play with them. I don't always like post what I do with those, because I practice coloring. That's about it. Next up, we have the first of 3 new Doodle Cuts. Doodle Cuts are the standalone dies that Doodlebug does with their collections. This one is called Best Fishes. So we've got all of our little ocean creatures. We've got a dolphin, the cute octopus, little jellyfish, and then a bunch of normal fish and some bubbles. So when you turn this over to look at the actual dies, for the octopus, he's a 2-piece die. Same thing with the little jellyfish. Dolphin is single. The bigger fish is a 2-piece, and then the smaller fish is just there's 3 fish. There's 3 fish. Why can't I count? Tiny fish, medium fish, bigger fish that's layered. And then we've got Best Fishes. I was like, what does that say? It's backwards. Best Fishes as a little sentiment die in that set. And I do love the Doodle Cuts. I do have to say. These I do end up using quite a bit because they're just fun. They're usually good sizes. They're nice dies. They're good heavy dies. So I do end up using these quite a bit more than I end up showing. Again, kind of like the stamps. Okay, Doodle Cuts. This is Aloha. So this one, as you can see, is all your tropical flowers and tropical leaves. So we've got 4 bigger flowers, and then we've got 6 smaller flowers, the little centers, the bigger centers. We've got 4 different leaves on here, and then we've got a big aloha sentiment. So super cute. This one, however, is the one I was dying to get my hands on as soon as I saw this collection. This is the So Adorable Doodle Cuts die set. So this one, you can do it as a terrarium for the little chameleon. You can do it as a fishbowl. So they do have the fish, they do have the chameleon, they have his little like sand hill, You've got your little castle. You've got bubbles. You've got some greenery. And then you've got like your little top piece for the top of your fishbowl. And the fishbowl is in two parts. So this top one where it's got the two rims to cut with, I guess. I don't know what else you would call it. That would be this outside edge. And because of the way this cuts, because we've got this bigger solid piece that would technically be your backing, you can also very, very easily make this one into a shaker, which I will probably do like a little demo video of that because I am dying to play with this one. Like, I can't even tell you. It's so cute. So we've got that. Let's see here. Okay, so none of this goes in any of my trays, but it's always some of the most fun. If I can get it to open. So first up, we have the new Just Charming charm clip and keychain. A tag would be super cute with that. Like their dies are really versatile. Probably my favorite of the Doodle Cuts dies is, and I can't remember which collection it came out with. I think it was with the, and I'm drawing a blank on the name, the red, white, and blue collection from last summer. They did like a little jean pocket, like a blue jean pocket. It's amazing. It works great for pockets in mini albums, on cards, for like a gift card. It is fabulous. And that is probably my favorite one they've come out with of these like standalone dies. The new Just Charming, we've got flowers, tropical flowers and leaves. These, of course, you can clip onto a bag. I have their Pretty Kitty one, lives on my purse year round. The other one ends up getting changed out seasonally. So this would be an excellent, excellent summer bag charm. Hello, Al. I can't wait till these start shipping out. I pre-ordered some of this collection. But seriously, yeah, like we, my friends and I went to Doodlebug's warehouse on Tuesday for a tour. And they had just, like, they were unboxing this as we, they were unboxing this, like, as we got there, and they were still waiting on, I think these were here, but the Doodle Pops were there, but, like, the odds and ends and the Chitchat hadn't come yet. So we got to see a lot of it in person. And then the event, they actually brought it to the event. So those of us that were there got first crack at it. And even though I knew this was coming, I still bought some of it because, you know, I'm obsessed. This is what I do. All right. So we have two new little charmers. We have a little, I can game turn around, right? Little dolphin, little crab. I love the crab. Oh, yeah, that happens sometimes. And I know it's all just a matter of timing. You know, it's not always, it's out of their control sometimes. You know, okay, so we have Donnie the dolphin. We have Coral the crab, which that is an adorable name. I love that. But I will be putting these on the massive overstuffed charm bracelet later. And we have two new pins this time. So we have Charlie the chameleon, who I love. And then we have Louie the lobster, which is adorable. And these will be going on my board with my other Doodlebug pins. I am obsessed with their pins. And again, that's been like an ongoing thing for a very long time with me. Shape sprinkles. Okay. So we got lots of shape sprinkles going on here. Start with the normal, very simple summer assortment. So you've got your bubblegum, tangerine, bumblebee, limeade, swimming pool, and blue jean for your color palette for this one. As you can see from my nails, and this, yes, was intentional. The colors in this collection, and I mean, it's the core Doodlebug colors, but it's just, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's just, I don't know, something about putting all of those together. It's just, it's amazing. No, I haven't gotten to papers yet. I'm just going through the box as I pull things out of it. Okay, shape sprinkles. We have Island Tropics. So this is going to be all of your little tropical leaves and your flowers in multiple colors and sizes. This is a really pretty one, and the flowers are a little bit different than what they normally do. So that's awesome. We have summer school. So we've got little fish with little colored bubbles, and the fishes are all kinds of colors, and I love that. We have sweet shells, and this is all little seashells and sand dollars and starfish and some more little bubbles. And then we have summer splash, and this is like little splashes, like little water splashes and things. This one is really, really fun. Seriously, it's out of control over here. I literally built myself boxes for the Doodle Pops because I have got an appalling number of Doodle Pops. Not that that's going to stop me from adding to it, but yeah, it's a lot. But you know what? It's okay. I don't care. It's still fun. Okay, Doodle Pops. We have Flora Flamingo, and she comes with little extra flowers. We have Louie the Lobster again, and he's got little water bubbles. We have Palm Beach. So this is a new palm tree. There's an couple of older palm tree Doodle Pops. This one is adorable. We've got little epoxy coconuts on there and a little starfish and a seagull. We have Diggin' Summer, which is a new sandcastle Doodle Pop with a sand bucket and another little starfish. We have got Sam and Sally Seahorse, because we must be alliterative here, because why not? So you've got your two cute little seahorses on here, which, by the way, this is my favorite of the new Doodle Pops. Got a couple of hearts, couple of little fish. Hey, Cindy. Donnie Dolphin again with his little water splashes. We have Tropical Trio, and this has the little seagull, a toucan, and the little chameleon again, and a couple more shells and a starfish. And then Photo Op. So we've got two cute cameras and an epoxy say cheese. So those are all super fun. Super fun. Okay, let's see here. Let's look at the shakers. There are two new shakers as well. I did show these on my live the other night. We've got fishies and we've got bitty bubbles. So I do have my other ones that I bought open. I'll show you guys again in case you didn't see this the other night. That I wasn't on the really good camera. Look at those fish. They are so cute. And they're nice and flat, so you don't have to build like really deep shakers for them to fit. Which honestly is kind of nice, especially if you're doing like I like to do covers, shaker covers on albums. Hint, there's a new one coming. And you don't have to like build it up to get like chunky shakers in there. I love these for that reason. And then the bitty bubbles. So these, I actually didn't open these on camera the other night because I was kind of afraid to. Look at these. And look how like pearlescent they are. And they're apparently glass. These are not plastic. They got some weight to them. I love it. I have wanted something like this for I don't even know how long. But yeah, so I'm super excited to use those. That project is about half planned, and you're going to love it. Also, sticker doodles. We have two new sticker doodles, Flora Flamingo and Splash of Summer. So sticker doodles you can put on your water bottles. You can put them on laptops. You know, they will go through the dishwasher just fine. They are waterproof. But that's what the sticker doodles are this time. And those I don't usually, well, I take it back. I did use them on a Christmas project a couple of years ago. I did like a little hot chocolate gift set, and I used the sticker doodles on the mugs for that. So just a thought, you can use these for other things. Okay, shadow box kit. I love the shadow box kits. The shadow box kits are one of my favorite things to put together when you just need a simple project. This one comes with the sweet shells, shape sprinkles, the summer sprinkles, your big icon sticker sheet, and then you have your template in there with the little X's on there for anything that they recommend that you pop up. You, of course, do not have to do so. Depending on how long this goes, maybe we'll do this today because I love these. And I do these almost every single time. As soon as I get the collection, that's what I do. Okay, I'm going to hold that one for right now. And we, of course, have the matching solids that work beautifully with all of the, what do you want to call it? The dies. Whatever the dies are that I literally just showed you. Doodle cuts. Oh, my Lord. So we get these every time. We don't get the petite prints. I'm not sure why we don't get the petite prints. I wish we got the petite prints. But the last thing I need in this room is more petite prints because that's how many petite prints I currently have. All right, mini icons. These I love. So one of the things that is my absolute favorite thing, and I've said it before, but it's like as I've started doing kits, it's become more and more obvious. Okay. Doodlebug, the way they do their ephemera, okay? And don't get me wrong, I love Echo Park. I love Simple Stories. Simple Stories is like my number 2 after Doodlebug. But their ephemera is like repetitive. And you will see, in fact, we'll do it this way. Icons, mini icons, okay? So we have our same little jellyfish right here. But they're distinctly different sizes. And then there will be another one in the odds and ends who will be bigger. So even though they repeat, they don't repeat at the exact same size, which is what drives me absolutely up the wall when I work with the other ones. And why you don't see a ton of the ephemera in those kits is because if you've got the sticker sheet, you basically have all the ephemera. Which is fine. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I'm so spoiled by working with Doodlebug that I go to work on other stuff and I go to use other lines for project kits. And I'm like, oh, but I don't have enough ephemera pieces. What do we do now? Yeah. So there you go. Icon stickers. We love icon stickers. And this one specifically really illustrates how bright the colors are in this collection because, I mean, look at that. You've got your pinks and your reds and that nice deep blue and the teal and, you know, all of it. It's beautiful. So there's the icon stickers. Those are bigger, so those always stay with my paper and another container. The mini icons, again, smaller versions of most of the odds and ends pieces. So we've got super cute little floral suitcase. We've got our suitcase stack, rainbow sandcastle. We've got palm trees. We've got all sorts of little ocean critters. We've got a flamingo. We've got little tropical drinks. We've got flip-flops. The next one, we've got an absolutely adorable car. I love that. We've got swim trunks, little swimsuits, bikinis, little beach houses, a little cruise ship, another little ship. We've got a little pelican, you know, cooler full of drinks, lots more little ocean critters. And then again, we've got our little seagull on the beach. We've got a picnic box or basket box. Where did that? Oh, I hate when it does that. And I don't know why it does that during lives. I can see if you're watching the replay, but like during the lives, I don't know. YouTube kills me sometimes. Still better than most of the other platforms, though. I will say that much. We've got our little sign, our lifeguard shack, a little airplane. We've got a super cute unicorn floaty. Just, you know, all the fun things. And then we have, of course, the Puffy icons, which we love the Puffy icons. We love all the Doodlebug. I don't know why I keep saying that. I catch myself and go, oh, you just said that, just like that. I can't help it. It's Doodlebug. So we've got the little sunshines, we've got flamingos and palm trees and rainbows and ocean critters, so many ocean critters. Little chameleons, we've got flowers, we've got seashells, just a really good Puffy icon sheet. And then we also have another set of Puffy words. So their first set of Puffy words was with the Butterfly Kisses set. And these, of course, are like color matched to the collection itself. But Doodlebug, having had the same color palette for years, you can mix and match any of their collections, all of them. They all match each other. You can mix and match with anything and everything, which is awesome. So having something like this, you don't have to just use it with this collection. You can use it with any of them. But this one does have some more kind of summer and tropical themes, like aloha, fantastic, seas. Let's see here. What else have we got? The vibes one I would consider to be more of a summer sentiment. So those are really, really fun. And they're different. There's, you know, they've had the Puffy alphabet for a while, which their Puffy alphabet, if I need letters, that is my go-to. But I love having the Puffy words ready to go for you, so you're not having to hunt for all the different little pieces and parts. That is awesome. Okay, 6x8 paper pad. I actually have not looked at this in detail. Actually, I think it does that, the commercial thing. I think it does that like when you come in a few minutes into it. I think it'll do that sometimes, but I'm not sure. It's very weird. I don't know. It's something newer that they've done. And I've had it happen like when I'm watching people before, but I don't know. It's very weird. Okay, 6x8. So the 6x8 pads have replaced the 6x6 pads. And I did ask Cynthia the other day, please do the petite prints in the 6x8. And she said, oh, the next time we reorder, do the bulk order of the petite prints, maybe we should do that. So fingers crossed, we want 6x8 petite prints. It's necessary. These are scaled down from the 12x12 sheets, and you usually will get some different pieces in here than what you'll get on the 12x12. So first up, we have our big title page for those 6x8 page protectors in the Doodlebug albums, which are amazing if you have not seen them. I've actually got 2 kits using Doodlebug 6x8 albums right now, Be Happy and Berry Sweet, available. They're 15% off until Friday. Just saying. But we've got Summer Memories. I love this little scene on this. This is adorable. On the back side of that, we have Sunshines, and then we have all of our little fishies. We've got cut aparts on the back of the fish. So summer fun, sending sunshine your way. It's party time and enjoying the beauty. We've got our tone on tone pink flowers. We've got the multicolored flowers, and we've got our little ocean creature collage sheet. We have waves on the back of that. Plaid. I love Doodlebug plaid. We've got 4x6 cut aparts, again, for the album or anything else, journaling cut aparts. So those are fun. Another brightly colored floral. We've got our scene collage sheet with our little roadway with the little car and the surfboards and the beach lifeguard tower and all the things. I love it. We've got our polka dots, nice plaid. We've got all of our little seashells and our starfish. We've got some more cut apart. So be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet. I love that. Best wishes on your adventure. Hello. And then you've got some little sentiments here for cards. These are perfect. These 6x8 pads are perfect for card makers. I like them for folios personally. So again, another hint of what you might be seeing. We've got our leaves, and we've got the 3x8 journaling cut aparts here. We have a page full of flamingos, which is awesome. And then you've got scaled down border strips, which I love. This one down here with the little cars, absolute best one. Although the drinks and the ocean critters are really close behind. Nice stripe here. The back side of the stripe, we've got seagulls. We have our tag cut apart. So hello, beautiful summer days. So much to see. Hot fun in the summertime. And then we've got little flamingos and a toucan. And then we've got a blue and white polka dot. So, and then it just repeats. So these, you do get 2 of each, which is always a good thing. Okay, I'm going to move that one out of the way. And let's look at the papers in their full glory. Oh, this is stuff. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So first up, let me grab this off the bottom. Hold on one second. I can't get a hold of it. There we go. First up, we have the new patterned acetate Catch a Wave. So it is a clear acetate with a little wave pattern on there. The back side of the wave pattern is lighter. So depending on which side of it you're using, it can be more muted or much more noticeable. And when you get it onto a white background like I have right here, you can really see that detail. I love it. Okay, so I've got a couple of those. This is our this and that sticker sheet for this collection. So as you know, a few months ago, how long Doodlebug makes each collection. Okay, so the Halloween and the Christmas, when they run out, because they do new Halloween and Christmas every single year. Okay, most of the other collections, so like since this is a summer collection, when they run out of the prior summer collection, which would be, what is the name of that one? I'm literally staring at a project I made with it too. I can't think of the name of it. When they come out with a new like seasonal one, they typically will like sunset the old one. Like they might still have it, but once it's out, Seaside Summer, thank you. I was totally drawing a blank. Once they run out of it, they run out of it. So that would be like, this would be the replacement for Seaside Summer. Once they run out of Seaside Summer, that's it. And I've got, well, maybe I don't. I have a lot of Seaside Summer. Message me. I may be able to help you out with that. I'm not sure. I need to see how much of it I still have left because I did actually end up doing a couple of larger projects with it, but I had a ton of it. But yeah, so that's typically how they do that. So like their fall collection last year was Farmhouse. That would have replaced Pumpkin Spice as the fall collection. The winter collection, almost 2 years ago now, that had all the purple that I absolutely love, replaced the prior winter collection. So that's typically how they do it. So a lot, and then there's some that they just have been perpetually replacing. So Cute and Crafty, they're still, that one's still available. What else? What's the other one I'm thinking of? Cute and Crafty, well, like Down on the Farm. The fact that I was able to get Down on the Farm in the quantities I needed to make the barn album kits, I had no idea I could still get it. I literally asked, and she's like, oh yeah, we can do that. What do you need? And I sent her a list, and they had everything except the one Doodle Pop I needed, just because they were out of it. It was one they'd used with they paired with another collection. They just happened to be out of it. So I switched it to a different one. Everything was good. But that doesn't necessarily happen with, some of the other kind of more general collections. But a lot of things they do keep producing and reordering for a period of time. So they aren't like most of them where, it's out and you look for it 3 months from now and nobody has it. So there you go. Hopefully that explains it. And that honestly is one of my favorite things about Doodlebug is it's not so, oh, it's gone. Like Simple Stories does that, especially like with their Simple Vintage line. So that Simple Vintage, the winter one that I did the album with a couple months ago was absolutely beautiful, but like they do one run and it's gone. They did the same thing with the classic Pooh. They did it with I think they ended up doing a second run of the classic mouse one, because that one I still see quite a bit of, but they had ephemera that sold out. They didn't rerun. So Doodlebug does not do their collections like that. So there you go. This and that stickers. Doodlebug is the only ones that do the 12-inch wide border stickers on their sticker sheet. And that is amazing. You literally put this in your trimmer, you cut how long you want your border strip, and there you go. You don't have to try and line up like a 1/4 of an inch off the edge, and yeah, it's awesome. But they did make a change to this for the first time in years. When they released their 6x8 albums, they changed, and they have the 5 little tab stickers on here that fit on those chipboard dividers on their 6x8 albums. And they made all of the stickers on the border stickers on the bottom here different scallops. Okay. Other than that, it is what it is. Like, these bigger pieces don't change. The little word pieces don't change, which, you know, it's nice because at least then you know what you're going to get. You don't have to go, oh, I wanted a big sticker. Oh, they don't do that. They didn't do that on this one. It's the same, which makes it really easy to plan projects. Oh my God. What is it? Okay, I have no idea why it's doing that. It shouldn't be doing that until this is like a replay. That's crazy. Okay. Papers, full-size papers. So now you can really see the pattern. So first one up is Summer Fun. And of course, like I said, this is the cute little scene collage paper. I love these. These are always like a cover page or something. It's got to be like, that's weird. I haven't had it do that. We got sunshines on the back of that one. Next up is Summer School. So we've got our little school of fishies in all the bright colors. And then on the back side of that is our journaling cut aparts. So these are 3x8 and 3x4. These are fun. I like putting these like on flaps, like cutting flaps so that they, you know, fit on there just perfectly. Pink Paradise. So this is our tone-on-tone tropical flowers with all of our brightly colored tropical flowers on the other side. Oh, did I get an extra one of that? I did. Ooh, I got 3 sheets instead of 2. Yay! Next up is Water Babies. Oh my gosh, what a cute name. So this is, of course, all of our cute little sea creatures. So we've got our little starfish, we've got our seahorses, octopus, dolphin, turtles, fishies, little seashells, water bubbles, just amazing. And then we've got our water print on the back side. Next up is Beach Picnic, which makes sense because this has a very much a picnic blanket feel. Okay, and okay, this is new. I love how they did this. The other side is their tag sheet. So instead of having the whole 12x12 of the tags, and then you've got your little white with the toppers on the back, they did these where these are perfect to cut and fold to make little booklets in your mini albums. I love that they did this, because a lot of times I don't necessarily want to use the tags, and I've come up with ways to work around it where I don't have to, but the fact that I now have the option because we've got just a normal pattern on the back, I was so excited to see that. Next up, we have Let's Luau. So again, we have all of our brightly colored flowers on a darker blue background, which really makes them pop. I love that. On the back side, we have tone-on-tone pink flowers, very similar to the floral graph petite print in Cupcake. This is Polka Dot Bikini. So you've got all of your little multicolored polka dots in all of the colors that match the collection. I still can't believe I did that to that degree. I haven't been that crazy yet. This was a new one for me. New level of crazy. Unlocked. There we go. On the other side, we have a beautiful green and white plaid. Next up is Seashells by the Seashore. Thank God I slowed down for that one because I cannot say that quickly. So we've got all of our little starfish. And then on the other side, we have our starfish and our little seashells, which I love this. And the sand dollars. Don't forget the little sand dollars. They're adorable. Okay, paradise palms. So we've got all of our little tropical leaves. And then we have the border strips. I have talked and talked and talked about how much I love the border strip sheet. So I won't go down that rabbit hole again. But look at this one. Look at it. It's adorable. And then, of course, sea creatures. I mean, we've got rainbows. We've got a little bit of everything. And I do size like belly bands to fit these a lot of times for projects. I totally get it. Like as soon as I saw the preview of it, I started planning. So I totally get it. And some lines like this one, as soon as I saw the patterns and the second I saw the shakers, I was like, oh, I know what one project is because I have to do 3 with this for Doodlebug. So there may be 3 different project kits coming. There might just be 2. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Flamazing Flock. Again, good thing I slowed down for that one because that could have been bad. Yeah, flamingos. And on the back side, we have cut-aparts. We have our 3x4s. But look at these little Polaroid cut-aparts in the middle. Instead of doing the traditional 4x4, this is what they did. And I love it. Love it, love it, love it. We've got sentiments, and then a big 4x4 cut apart. This is beach towel, and this very much does look like beach towels I have upstairs in the closet. So there we go. And then we've got our 3x4 cut aparts, and of course, both orientations, both landscape and portrait, which is good. I love the little camper guy right here. And then this little scene down here. So those are fun. And our last sheet is Gull Friends. So we've got our blue and white polka dot. And then we've got all of these adorable seagulls and pelicans on the backside. So seagulls and pelicans, and it looks like a little fish peeking out of the water. You guys, there's a fish in the pelican's mouth. Like, seriously. That's hilarious. Oh my Lord, I did not notice that before. That is too funny. Okay, so that's our papers. So let's start with bits and pieces. And we're going to sort them. So if you don't want to watch me sort them as we look at them, I'm really sorry. But instead of me just dumping in them and then having to do it, yeah, exactly. You make the albums, you worry about the pictures later. And if they don't ever get the pictures later, it's okay. Because you made something and you enjoy doing it. So that's all that matters. Okay, so for our bits and pieces this time, we have 83 pieces. Okay. So we have got little floral swag. Floral swag. We have our little scalloped with the floral. We've got our little tabs. So these two say Paradise and Traveler. These also work on the chipboard inserts on the 6x8 albums to just fold these around those tabs and glue them down. They're perfect for that. Traveler's notebooks, that kind of thing. We've got flowers. I'm going to try and sort them by type. We've got greenery. We've got more flowers. There's so many flowers. Not like Butterfly Kisses. Butterfly Kisses, like, it was out of control. It was amazing. Got another little floral swag, a little bit different one. We've got our leaves. I'm not sure what kind of leaf that is. I'm not good with that kind of stuff. But it's cute. So we've got more leaves. We've got more little greenery. That one's kind of a blue, which is neat. And we've got more flowers. Lots and lots of flowers in this one. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so that one's a little bit different. So we have like a little, I don't know, what do you call those? The little, like, bubble things like that you can draw up on Google Maps. I know on Google Maps it's like a pin, but like this thing probably has a name. I don't know what it is, but that one's new. That's a different piece for the bits and pieces. So that's fun. I always like different. New and different is always fun, especially when it's Doodlebug. So we've got tons of little flowers, which there's always tons of little flowers. And we've got, I like these white ones. They kind of remind me of the tiare flowers in Tahiti. My parents took my husband and I actually, and my sisters to Tahiti many, many years ago. And it was amazing. But this one reminds me of those flowers. So there you go. All right, got more flowers, we got more flowers. Sorting as I go. Greenery, flowers. Okay, got another little tab with plaid. We've got one of my favorite elements in the bits and pieces, the little notebook page. We have got cute little rainbow tag. We've got another tab that says sunshine. Got more greenery and flowers and flowers and flowers. Got a cute little label with seashells on it. Got more greenery. We've got a floral tab. We have a tag with a journaling spot on it, which is new. Let the fun begin. Got a floral tag here. We've got another notebook paper with the sunshine of the palm tree. Right. I wish they would do like a pack of just different versions of this, because these are the ones I'm always like, oh, I want to use it, but is it good enough to use it here, or do I wait? And then they end up not getting used, and then I'm sad. Oh, today was a day at work. Another one of those little spot thingies. Another leaf. Okay, these are fun. And there's a couple of these. I think there's only 2 of these in here. We've got like these banners with, journaling spot. I love that. That's something new. Got more flowers, more greenery, more flowers. We've got, I love this. We've got a cute little scene on one of the little round pieces. We've got 3 little bitty tags. So a seashell with a pearl. We've got a beach ball. We've got the little seagull. I love the little seagull. He's very cute. Summer tag. We've got another tag with a journaling spot. And we've got another circle with the globe that says this is paradise. I love that. One time I just copied and printed a bunch of the ones that were on the back of the $12 my own little notepad. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I like that. That's cool. Okay, so that is your bits and pieces. Next up, we'll do our Chitchat. Grab that guy. Chitchat, this time we have 91 pieces. That's it. Okay. 91 pieces of Chitchat this time. So we have our little speech bubbles. Love and life. Living my best life. Vitamin C. Got a little tiny ticket, which is adorable. Here's one of our bigger sentiments, summertime, and it's got, the leaves and the umbrella and stuff around it, which is really fun. Life is sweet. A couple of the little circle pieces. I always love these, honestly, like for tabs and things. You just noticed. Yeah, I literally went to go get my nails done, and I was sitting there getting my toenails done, and I've got like all of the little swatches with the nail polish, and I'm on my phone pulling up the collection going, that matches, and writing down which ones so I could do this. I've unlocked a new level of crazy with that, I'm telling you. These work great back to back for like little tabs on inserts and that kind of thing. Getting into our bigger words. So we have adventure, summer, paradise, sunshine, get off there. We have day, we have fun. And they did with this vacay. Oh, look how cute that one is. They did with this like they did with Butterfly Kisses, that you've got your bigger, brightly colored words, and then you've got your small black script, which I love. So we've got life and hello. We've got a super cute little airline ticket. So we're going to put that with that one. Got a couple more of like those just normal little tickets. Let's see here. And I noticed too, which I thought was cool, because you can't really do it with the big ones, but like these, I had one of these from Butterfly Kisses that two of the words I wanted, and the way these are done, I was able to like cut it apart and just use the two words that I needed. So that's another thought. We've got good. I'm going to put that with that one. Got some more of these little tickets. We have a whole bunch of these little tickets. I love that. I didn't realize that. We've got, cannot pick things up today for some reason. Sunny days. We've got aloha. We've got summer vibes with a little palm tree. Life. Beach. Sweet. Summer. Vacation. Is. So you can like, you know, put together the way they're doing this, you can put together the sentiment you want, as opposed to just being stuck with whatever they've put together for you. Got Splish Splash. Love this so much. So much to do, so much to see. Best trip ever. We still have our little postage stamp guys, which are another one of my favorite elements. So we've got a little hotel. We've got surfboards, a little bicycle. Got hello. We've got, what is that one? Hour. Another little tag. Look at this border or banner. How cute is that? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love all of it. It's a problem. Becomes a very expensive problem sometimes. We've got our more little circles. We've got flower, beach ball, flamingo, and chameleon. We've got fun. We've got our little heart speech bubbles. I love those. Got some just tiny hearts. I find tiny hearts like that all over my house because they'll get stuck on something and get tracked upstairs. Right? Yeah, most of it, you know, like if this sells out really quickly, they reorder. So yeah, most stuff you can get, especially if it's like a seasonal one, you can get it for a while. Yeah. Cute little floral heart. We've got a little water wave piece. Okay. Yeah, best day ever. Fun in the sun. This is the life. Life is but a dream. You make me smile. Wish you were here. Let's celebrate. Hello, sunshine. Best fishes. Thinking of you. This is paradise. Making a splash. Perfect giveaway. Thinking of you. We've got our little flag one. So we've got family. Let's go. Having a beautiful day. Thank you so much. Happy birthday. Thinking of you. Best vacation ever. Paradise. Sweet memories. Beautiful. Happy. Floral. Summer vacation. Happy birthday. Like I said, you can build your own sentiment. More little tiny hearts. Beautiful. And I'm in vacation mode. So that is all of our chit chat for this one. Put that up there. And these little banner pieces, because there's always a lot of them, I usually sort them by color, which kind of helps, you know, find which ones you want to put where. The bees and berries, I would grab those sooner rather than later. I know they have sold out of a lot of the bee stuff, and the berry stuff. I am probably one of the few that actually has some of it. But mine is in the kit, so that would be the only thing. But in both of those kits, you get the full 12 by 12, you get the 6 by 8, you get like four sheets of matching petite prints. Since they didn't do the separate odds and ends, Chitchat, etc., they did. I don't know. I think they don't typically, other than like the Halloween and Christmas, they don't typically not restock, but I know a lot of the stores are running out and they're waiting on stuff. So Butterfly Kisses is absolutely available though. That one's absolutely available. So, and that one's so pretty. I absolutely loved that collection. It was amazing. Okay, odds and ends. We have 132 little suckers to go through. So odds and ends, because there are always so many more of those, do get split into 2 trays when I'm organizing. Let's open this guy up, slide the stack out, and I'm sure there's probably some process they go through when they stack these that I'm unaware of, and I probably make it harder on myself by dumping them the way I do, but I can't help it. Okay, so there's a ton of pieces here. We have got a ton, I can tell already, of the little fish. So little fish will go in a corner, seashells will go in a corner as we go through this. We've got a little cloud, we have flamingos, we have a little cruise ship, seahorse, seashell, flamingo, swimsuit, crab, beach house, ship's wheel. We have got another little swimsuit piece. It's not necessarily inside info. It's just, I have literally been obsessed with Doodlebug for so many years. And just from talking to Cynthia, the owner of Doodlebug and the creator of Doodlebug, you know, I've learned a lot over the years, especially probably even more being on the design team. Yeah, they are definitely a unique company compared to the other paper companies out there. I will say that. Another little beach house, beach chair, sunshine, another little swimsuit guy. We have got surfboards that are adorable. Oh, how cute is this? We have a message in a bottle. I love that. Love that, love that. Let's see here. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Got more seashells, more little fish. So many fish. Got the little pelican again with the fish in his mouth. Well, and that's so funny. Well, yeah, owner of Doodlebug is inside info. So the main, I met Cynthia, maybe 8 years ago, maybe 9 years ago. I know it was not too long after my husband retired from the Air Force. We moved back to Utah. I ran across, and I'm still not even sure how I ran across it because they would sell out so fast. I ran across an event that they were doing at Doodlebug headquarters, and I was so excited. I managed to get signed up. It was a fairly small event, and it was so much fun. But basically, we got to hang out and crop at Doodlebug headquarters for like an entire weekend. It was amazing. And through that, met Cynthia, met Allison. Allison is like her right hand. Allison, I absolutely adore. And had like a weird connection with Allison because the little girl that we had just hired to babysit my son at the time knew Allison because Allison grew up with her mom. So it was like, it was weird. And it was like one of those things I'm like, how do you know Mel? And she's like, oh, and told me the story. I was like, okay, that's cool. Just, you know, one of those weird things. But Cynthia and Allison are two of the nicest people. They're just amazing. They're just amazing. Okay, we got pelican again, fish in his mouth. I love that. We've got a little chameleon. We've got another boat. We have got more bathing suits. 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, seriously. 6 degrees of Doodlebug? I don't know. Oh my God. YouTube's going to kick me off, I'm telling you. We've got a little cooler full of drinks. We've got another flamingo. We've got a palm tree. We're going to put him up there. I can see another one right here that I'm going to add to that pile. Bathing suit. A little car. We've got another little beach house. I'm going to put it there. A bicycle. Got a life. And see, I'm going to go blank again, much like in my farm tutorial where I called the hayloft the chicken window. I still am like, what? Life ring, maybe? I don't know. It's cute. We're going to put it in a pile right here. Got a little anchor. We have little cameras and bubbles. This one's got a lot of teensy pieces, I can tell you right now. So we have a whole bunch of like these little splash pieces and bubbles in various sizes. It's more seashells and more little fish. Yeah, so I mean, there's like bubbles in all kinds of sizes in here. And they're literally everywhere. So they're going to get their own little pile here too. Okay. Fish, 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 fish. So many fish. I should count the fish. There's a ton of fish. But that's fun. Okay. Seashell, seashell, another fish. Lobster, life preserver. Thank you. Oh my God. You know, I shouldn't do this like at the end of the day when I've been working because, yeah, it's unhinged at times. And I apologize because, yeah, that's how this goes. Bigger fish. We have an airplane. We have a dolphin, tiny fish, starfish, maybe. We have our super cute octopus. We have a little tropical drink. We have a flip-flop. It's more fun this way, listening to me make a fool of myself. I'm sure it is fun. Flip-flop. Tropical drink. Room key. Seashell. Beach ball. Umbrella with a little sand bucket. Another big sunshine. Unicorn pool floaty, because how cute is that? I need like 6 of this guy. There's only 1 so far. Hopefully there's more than 1 in here. You have a little shirt. We have the very pretty suitcase. Put that one over there. Tiny fish, tiny fish, tiny fish. And bubbles. So many bubbles. So many little water things. Little sea turtle. Tiny fish. Another little drink. Toucan. Splash. Jellyfish. More little suitcases that are adorable. More of that. Margaritas. Yeah. Oh, I know. This SVG files. Yeah, I've got so many SVG files. So many Doodlebug SVG files because they're just amazing. We have seagulls. We're going to put them with the pelican. We've got our cute little sign with the seagull on it. We have another little scene with the seagull and unicorn float. Yeah, probably. Got another drink. We have another drink. We have the cute little stingray. Isn't he adorable? I love him. Is it one file all colored in, or do you need to paper piece each color? With the SVG files, you do have to paper piece each color. However, if you do print and cut, then you can print and cut them like this. I have done that when I have used them and had to do like a ton of cards for like a card swap. I have done that before and it works beautifully. So you can do that. But They do come where it cuts a bunch of pieces and then you layer them together. I'm trying to think. I've got a few tutorials where I like put those together and I show you how to go into like Design Space and kind of manipulate the files so that you don't have as many pieces, but you still get a good end result. But yeah, they are for paper piecing. Yeah, you know, I don't use it nearly as much as I used to. And I even got the new one, which is insanely faster, but I haven't been using it as much. And when I decided to do the kit for the barn album, I did it with the Glowforge and it was fast. Yeah, Gina, so Doodlebug SVG files you can get on shop.loriwhitlock.com. There is a whole section on there of just Doodlebug files. Watch for them to go on sale. She does sales fairly regularly. Watch for like a 50% off or 40% off sale to get them at a much better deal. But they do those for pretty much every collection. And I always end up getting them. And if it's a collection, like you don't want everything that's in the grouping for a collection, you can buy them individually as well. Because I have done that before where like I needed one piece or one file from a collection from a few years ago because it matched something current and I didn't want the whole thing. And I think the individual ones are like $1.50 or $2 or something. The collections vary between about 60, and I can't remember. There was one last year that was huge, and I think it was like $140 or something. But watch for that. Watch for the sale to go on. That's the only way I buy them is when they're on sale. So just a thought. Okay, a little manta ray. We've got a little snorkel gear. We have a passport. We have another camera. We've got a lifeguard tower. Starfish. We have a really cute picnic basket. I love that. That is just too much fun. We've got a little sailboat. We've got a sandcastle. We have a little beach hotel, a little pink beach hotel. I love that. We have a rainbow because, of course, we have to have a rainbow. We have another sun. So we've got like 3 different sizes of sunshine in here, which is cool. Another flamingo, another little room key, bubble, seashell, little jean shorts, another seagull, and last but not least, the little chameleon. Okay, so do you print and cut with the SVG files you buy to get the whole pick at once? Yes. So what I would do, like in Design Space, is you would upload it into Design Space, get it on your canvas, flatten it, and then it will print and cut as the one piece. If you're layering it, of course, it's going to break it out into the different colors so that you know what colors you need on what for the different mats. But for the print and cut on Cricut, you literally just flatten it and then print it and cut it. I haven't done print and cut on a silhouette for so many years. I don't remember for sure how to do it on that, which is really dumb because I have a fairly new silhouette that I've done nothing but fight with. So it's probably going on a yard sale here in a couple weekends because I hate it. There you go. Okay. So then all of my odds and ends and bits and pieces and chit chat are all sorted. And then they get their little lid. And this will sit on the side of my desk as I am designing. And then when I go to decorate, I just spread them out across the top of my desk. And then I can pick out the pieces I want to use for the project. So there you go. That is all of the brand new Doodlebug Summer Fun. It is 4:38 here. Should we do the shadow box kit? Let's do the shadow box kit. I've got a little bit of time. We can do this. And they're easy. Like I can literally not talking to somebody, I can do them in like 15 minutes. So we'll see. Okay. If you have never done one of these before, you will have your little template. You will have a piece of vellum. You'll have a piece of white cardstock. The vellum you want to cut down to 8 by 8. You want to do this before you start doing your laying out all your little pieces and parts, okay? So I'm going to toss this in here and cut this down to 8 by 8. And the reason I'm stressing that you do this first is because I literally have the first 2, I think, of these I ever did. I did not do that and couldn't figure out why I was having such a hard time getting it cut and center. And I was like, why are you doing it this way, dummy? I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't think that through, but there you go. Okay. So what I typically do, if you've got like a light box, I love doing them on top of the light box because it makes it very easy to see what needs to go where. But it is absolutely not necessary. You're going to line your little 8 by 8 vellum square up over your template and washi tape it down. Okay. So as you can see it through there just fine. The next thing I do typically is I will go through and I will do all of the flat pieces. Hello! How are you? Oh my gosh. Okay. Flat pieces first. It's going to make your life 1,000 times easier. I know, like, I have a couple of friends that will go through and do all the popped up ones first and then try to fill these in. It's so much easier to just do it flat ones first. Okay, so we're going to start with our enamel dots. Enamel dots. Okay, so there's 3 sizes of dots. You should be able to tell what's what on here. So I do them. This thing is not sharp. You couldn't cut butter with it. Thank you. And I've held on to it and I keep it in here literally for picking stuff like this up because I can just slide it underneath, pop them up, they stick to it, and drop them down. Okay. These are not hard. I will go fairly quickly on this just to kind of show you literally how easy these are. They are one of my favorite things to do when I don't want to think about something. Like when I want to make something, I'm uninspired, I'm depressed, whatever the issue happens to be. This is the type of project I will come and do down here. Because it's easy, you're still creative, but you can get that sense of accomplishment so that you can, so you feel like you've done something, I did a lot of these in times like that where I was just depressed and I couldn't, day-to-day function was not happening well. That wasn't forced, but I felt I needed to do something just to make me feel better. Sounds good. And then I, would come back and I would come and sit down and do one of these. That's the lighter colored. Okay. And they're relaxing. They're relaxing. Doesn't require, a whole lot of thought. You don't have to follow a tutorial. You just put it together. As my friend Bonnie calls them, a lick and paste. So something simple that you don't have to think too hard about to do. And it is literally this easy. And that's the other thing. Sometimes with these, you will end up using most of your shape sprinkles. Sometimes you end up with a lot of shape sprinkles left. It just kind of depends on the kit. But I have very often had enough of these left that I've been able to use them on things and not have to break into a new package of these. And I'm sure some of these are probably off of this one and I'm probably doing this wrong, but that's the beauty of this. It's okay. just saw green. There we go. Yeah, that's the beauty is, and if you don't want to do them in this exact same order, you can use these for other things. Like I, with the, exactly, the Hometown USA, that was what the red, white, and blue line was last summer. With that one, I actually did a borderless shaker. There's a full tutorial on the channel with this line, or with that line, and put it on a cover of an album. And that was a fun one for something different. For something different than I normally would do. I guarantee you I have done some of these wrong because I'm seeing lots of dots and I'm running low on dots. But this is typical Jennifer. Okay, oops. Okay. And this guy is going to go over here. This guy is going to go there. And we need a big blue one there. And a bigger green. And I think all these other tiny ones are coming off of this other piece. So, because there are some of these dots that are just slightly tinier, and I know I put some of these on top of the wrong ones. But you know what? It's absolutely not an issue. Okay. So then we're going to move to our other piece. Like so. These I usually will pick up and put on. You can pop these up if you want to. I don't typically. Okay. There's that. There's that. The fish are all on the other sheet on the icon stickers. Little sand dollars are on here. And all of the little seashells, well, probably not all of them, most of the seashells are on here. And you can usually kind of tell because you can kind of lay these on the top to see for sure which one it should be. Which would have saved me some trouble had I done that in the first place, but they don't follow directions well. Ask my husband. Okay, we got another sand dollar. And then we've got fish, fish, fish. Okay, so then I'm going to come back through and find all of these little teensy guys and put them down. And like I said, I've got some that I know I did incorrectly, and that's fine. The end result will still be just beautiful. This one may have to go in one of the shadow boxes up on the wall. I have run out of space for new shadow boxes. So these I have been just putting into the 8x8 Doodlebug album. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, I've been just putting these into the 8x8 Doodlebug albums and saving them that way, which does work just beautifully. I've got probably half an album of these at this point. But I do like them, and I do like go flip through them sometimes because they're just fun. Like, how could you not like these? Okay. All right, so I think we have all of the pieces. And now we can move on to the icons with the gold squares. All right, so I usually will start, well, that's the other thing. If it's and I will have what versus what you need to go order. So I will have kits, obviously. One of them I've got about halfway planned. I need to finalize it this weekend because it would have to post for Doodlebug next week. I don't know. So I know I did the live the other night and I had the Winnie the Pooh birthday card kit. And I did order them. So those should hopefully be here next week. And I'm going to do those individually. I'm probably going to do a video just kind of showing you, some options to do with those if you don't just want to make cards with them. Because I've done a few, I've used those in several different ways over the years. So I'm probably going to do that. But I hadn't thought about bringing these in. I could. I probably could. I have to think about that. Because my biggest issue right now is I don't have a ton of space for like straight out inventory as opposed to, once it's in the kit, at least it's kind of bagged and corralled in one place. And when it's gone, it's gone. And I don't really have a ton of space to get outside of that at this point. Hopefully, the goal is to work up to be able to do that. But at the moment, it's a little bit nerve-wracking and more difficult to try and carry a bunch of inventory, which sucks because I would like to be just doing like full-on, you get on here, you order your paper collection, you order, your extra sheets or whatever. But it's going to be a bit before I'm to that point. But shadow box kits would be fairly easy. So I may have to do that. I have to think about it. Oh, and I just did that one totally wrong. That was not the right piece. But you know what? It's okay because nobody will know but me and anybody watching this live. And you're not going to come in my craft room and go, you did this wrong. Well, I don't know. I have a couple of friends that might do that just to, laugh about it, but that's okay. All right. So anything sticker-wise off this and that's tiny, even if it says on here to pop it up, I'm not going to pop it up. It's too hard. Okay. So then we will just come around. You can dust the back of these with a powder tool. If it's going into an album or it's doing, something like that where it might get squished down where those edges would stick, go ahead. Mine will either end up in a shadow box. So like the seasonal ones, like the Christmas one will go, I'll build it, I'll put it in a shadow box. It goes in with my Christmas decorations and it comes out at Christmas. Same thing with the Halloween. But if it's one that I know is just only going to ever be in a page protector in an album, it would probably be better to go along the back of these and kind of, dust them to make them not sticky. But I'm lazy. We're not going to do that. Okay, got our little toucan. He's going to get a couple of small dots. Yeah. Okay. We've got leaves. Do be, when you are taking these off the sheet, if it's something that has like smaller pieces, like little stems and things, make sure you're kind of careful taking them off so you don't tear those. Because I have definitely done that more times than I care to admit. Okay, little seahorse. He's going to get tiny pop dots. Foam squares, I guess. Pop Dots was like an actual brand, wasn't it? Because I'm pretty sure they're long gone. I haven't seen them for a long time. And I know I used to do them at like Archivers. Okay. Oh, they're doing something different on this. Okay, so I haven't seen them do this before. They are putting this sun down and then they're layering the pine tree. Oh my Lord. Palm tree over the top of it. I haven't seen them do that in one of these before. So this is actually kind of cool. I like it. So that's going to go down there. And then this guy is going to get popped up on top. I love that. That's new. That's different. They don't usually do that. Are they still around? I haven't seen them since Archivers closed, honestly. I've been buying the scrapbook adhesive ones for forever at this point. I have to look that up now. I'm curious. You probably should go. Oh, interacting with your family is overrated. They're going to want you to make them dinner. At least that's what mine always wants. Like, make a sandwich. No. Like I said, swim lesson night. I'm going to have to go make dinner here in a minute. But that's why I'm going faster on this than I normally would when I was doing this on a live. And to show you, they don't take that long. Because we're what? Maybe 15 minutes in? Probably not even that. Because I know I paused and talked as I tend to do. Okay. Yellowfish. But like I said, they're super relaxing. They're super easy. You can do these while you're talking to your friends. Because they're just fun. Oh, glue dots. I love glue dots. Yes, glue dots. There used to be one, though, called Pop Dots, though, right? Because where else would I have gotten that from? It had to be. Why am I not seeing that flower? There's him. Okay, well, we'll come back to that one. Yeah, right? You know, I have tons of glue dots. I know that. Tons of glue dots. Like a plethora of glue dots. And I don't use them nearly as much as I used to. Come in handy, though, sometimes. That's why I've kept them around. But I always hated trying to get them off the backing and like get them to stick to your thing and not like immediately pop back off again. That used to drive me nuts. Okay, there goes our little octopus. And drink down here. That's another thing that Doodlebug has done differently here in the last right, it's that Doodlebug. The Cricut, the knife blade, this one, I love this thing. And it's easy to, okay, so it's super easy to change the blade. You just unlock the thing. Inevitably, that's when I cut myself with it every single time. It's just, it's so dumb. And I'm always like, be careful, be careful, be careful. I still manage to cut myself. Because they are ridiculously sharp when you first open them up. And they last quite a while. I will say that. They do last quite a while before I have to change blades. I love that thing. Okay, little sea turtle, there you are. This one flower is killing me. I'm not seeing it on here. I see one of them, but this one's like a... Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. It's very comfortable to hold. I really like it. There it is. So there's one. And there's another one. Aha! That wasn't too bad. We got like like 6 little pieces to go. About there. Okay. Orange tropical drink. It's probably right in front of me and I'm not seeing. There he is. Okay. And big pink flower. The other thing that ends up all over my house are the backing on these things. Oh my God. Everywhere. I find them everywhere. Thankfully, my husband is very nice. He's never said a word. Of course, if he said something, I'd probably be like, vacuum them up. So he's going to ignore them. I don't blame him. I do the same thing sometimes. Okay. There is a flamingo. A yellow flower. And one more little leaf. And we're done. Okay. There we go. Okay. Easy peasy. He really is. He's amazing. Like, we were at that retreat over the weekend, and one friend of mine didn't want to drive in the dark, so we left her car at my house. And we were trying to figure out, because she was, going to be leaving Sunday to start driving back home. And we were trying to figure out logistics of, when we needed to leave to get back up here to pick up her car. And I finally am like, let me text him. I'm like, can you bring Bonnie's car down in the morning? He's like, sure. Not only did he bring it down, he filled the gas tank for her so she didn't have to go do that. He'd washed it, which she did ask him to wash it when it was sitting here, but, no complaints. He just did it. He is the best. Now, if I could get him to start cooking dinner, we'll be all set. Okay. And you just peel it off. And she is done. Very cute. This will go in a shadow box or a frame. It just depends. Let me swap out one of my older ones that's up on the wall and put this little guy in here because I really love it. It's becoming one of my new favorites. So there we go. That is the brand new Doodlebug Summer Fun. These are so fun, Gina. I love them. They're just relaxing and super easy. Brand new Doodlebug Summer Fun line. I believe Mom and Me Scrapbooking here in Salt Lake has it. They do have an online shop that, in fact, I know I saw them post that they were shipping like their bundles that have everything. Oh, that would be cute, Lisa. Sand and beach glass for the bottom of the shadow box. That would be way cute. In fact, I could do that and then it could like sit on a shelf. That would be way cute. The 8x8 shadow box frames from Michaels that go on sale like super cheap fit these perfectly. Doodlebug has one that they sell that fits these, but they're very nice. They're very nice. They're good. They're like heavy. They're really expensive though. I just buy the Michaels ones. I have like I bought some thinking I was out of them, and I cleaned out the Doom closet and found a bunch more. So I've got shadow box frames coming out my ears. But such is life. But if you're looking to just buy the collection, Mom and Me in Scrapbook has it, or in Scrapbook, in Salt Lake has it. They do have a website. I don't remember what it is exactly. You should just be able to search Mom and Me Scrapbooking. Three Craft Chicks up in Spokane does have it. They are a little slower to ship. They've got a whole bunch going on family-wise, but they do what they call a kit and cadoodle, and they have a couple of different options where you get everything, including the shadow box. You get just the papers and the embellishments and that kind of thing. So that is another option. They also do, which I absolutely love. They do a palooza, they call it, with a one-day event where they go through and they do projects with one line. So in this case, the summer fun one, I believe, is not until September. So you've got time. But you'll typically do a 6x8 album, two-page 12x12 layouts. You'll do cards, you'll do a tag album, and there's usually one or two little bonus projects in there with it. They are so much fun. Even though I literally have the paper, I'm on the design team, I still sign up and do their paloozas every single time. Their one coming up here the last weekend in July is Berry Sweet. I think they still have that one available, 3craftchicks.com. They're doing one for the Be Happy as well. That one got moved to August. So the owner, Michelle, her husband, has terminal brain cancer. So it's kind of affected their shipping, and it's, they've got a lot going on. So they've had to reschedule a few things and whatnot. I'm actually going up there in person to help with the crop and the palooza and whatnot here in 2 weeks, and to hang out with a bunch of friends from up there. But they will have this. Mom and Me Scrapbooking will have this. And then, of course, like the bigger ones like Cherry on Top and scrapbook.com, of course, will have it. But there's lots of places out there to get it. Just depends on the type of business you want to support. If you want something small with friendly people, or, something else. Not to say scrapbook.com is not friendly. The Cherry on Top ladies are actually very nice as well, but truly small. Those are some good ones. So I am going to go figure out what we're eating for dinner. Spoiler alert, probably going to be pancakes because that's easy and I don't want to work any harder than that. And I will be back soon with my Christmas in July kit with Winnie the Pooh Christmas or Christmas Expresses are the two options that will be on that one when that one goes onto the website. I've got Winnie the Pooh Birthday. I'm working on 2 projects on that, and then that gorgeous Simple Stories Fall. Oh, yeah, that one's like the best. Absolutely. But yeah, so there we go. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching and hanging out with me and looking at all the pretty Doodlebug goodness. And I'll see you all again soon.